Hi, my name is Melissa, and I'm here to show you where to go to apply for medical assistance. There'll be two reasons that I'm going to cover why you would be applying for medical assistance. The first is that your child does not have medical insurance and the family has financial need. The second reason would be that your child has a disability diagnosis, such as a mental health diagnosis or an autism spectrum diagnosis. I will walk you through the 4 different ways of applying, and there's also a fifth way. There's a new app that I will show you. The 4 ways to apply for medical assistance that I'm going to cover are online, in person, over the phone, and the paper application. So let's get started. So here is a pamphlet to show you how to register and apply on the Compass website. If you're applying online, you're going to need to register to create an account first before you apply. So let's hop over to the website and take a look. So over on this tab is where you will go to register if you're applying online. Here's where you'll go to click to apply. I'm just showing you the website to give you an idea. After you have your medical assistance and or other benefits, this is where you would go to renew your benefits. If you start an online application and need to complete it, you will go here. And I just want to show you that there's also, of course, with our smartphones that are always attached to us, My Compass PA actually has their own app, which you can find on your app store. So I want to take you over to this tab on the Compass website that shows what all you can apply for. So for today's purposes, we're talking about medical assistance. So let's go down here and click on medical assistance. So how you can apply, and we talked about at the beginning of this presentation that there are 4 ways to apply for medical assistance. You can apply online, by phone, in person, or on paper. So let's start with applying online. So we're going to go back to where we just were on the Compass website. I want to show you, prior to you going down here and just clicking on applying now, the first thing, like we talked about, you're going to register your account, and here's some helpful links. I want to direct you over to the Compass web-based tutorial. So I'm going to pause this so that it doesn't speak over me, and I just want to show you what Compass is. Okay. So what I want to show you is the online tutorials because they're very helpful, especially in explaining how to move through the process online. So you can click on what is Compass, and it's going to go through and explain to you exactly that this is kind of like an online department store because you can apply for many different benefits within one application. Looking closer at creating an account, and that's where I directed you up in the corner on the main page where to register and create an account. This tutorial will walk you through that step by step. And then a closer look at the online application. So if you click through and watch this tutorial, it will take you through that online process. So I wanted to show you those quick links. So again, under helpful links, you're going to go under the Compass web-based tutorial. And then over here is where you're going to register first. And then you're going to come down here to apply now. Okay, so I'm going to take you back over and we're going to talk about the other ways to apply. So you can always call the customer service center and you can apply online. So there's a 1-800 number provided for you right here. The next way that you can apply is in person at your local county assistance office. So they provide you a link right here where you can find your local county assistance office. So my office is located in Cumberland County. So we're going to scroll down here to Cumberland County. There we go. So the Cumberland County Assistance Office is located in Carlisle. So I could go to this address between the hours of 7:45 and 5 p.m. and meet with a county assistance office agent and complete the application with them. There's also a toll-free number, a phone number, and then a fax number. I'm going to refer you back to this when we talk about applying on the paper application. Because then here's the address where you will mail that application, and here is the fax number where you can fax that application. And obviously, if you have any questions, you can call the office directly. I would also recommend, if you are going to go in to fill out the application, maybe giving a call ahead of time, because the county assistance office tend to get a little busy. So we're going to go back down to applying. So now we've talked about how to apply online, how to apply over the phone, in person, and now you can apply also by downloading a PDF copy of the paper application. So you might be wondering, why would I complete a paper application? The county assistance offices recommend the quickest way to get your application in is electronically and online. But we all know what happens sometimes with technology, and sometimes there are issues with that online application getting stuck. So if technology frustrates you, then that's when I would use the paper application. So because I wasn't able to walk through step by step with you with the online application, I'm going to walk through the paper application with you. So again, depending on the needs in your family, there are other services that you can check off here that you might be interested in. So if you want to go ahead and click those off, the county assistance office will then send you additional information on each of those services. So we're going to slide down and go get right into the application. So if your family is in financial need, I would recommend clicking off all of the benefits in which you can apply for. So those are cash assistance, healthcare coverage, and food stamps, which is SNAP. So you can go ahead and click all those off. Even if you're not eligible for all of those, it never hurts to have them assess you to see what you are eligible for. So you're going to start with the parent, head of household. You're going to complete this first section in the quick snap. You're going to sign and date the application. Then you're going to need to complete this application for every person in your home. So you're going to want to have handy Social Security cards, birth certificates, health insurance cards, your income, your tax information. So you'll see as we go through this application that there is a place to fill out for each member in your household. And if you have more than 7 people in your household, you can always add additional sheets, but they do provide for 7 people. Then here are some other questions about the people in your home. Absent relatives. And this is where your tax information is you're going to need to have handy. So you're going to complete the information requested here about your taxes. They're going to ask you about your resources or assets. So you're going to want to have that, your checking account information, any assets that you have. Now here's the section where they're going to ask about your income, and typically if you are employed, they're going to want about a month's worth of pay stubs. So you want to have your income information handy. And then if you have health insurance, you're going to want to have those cards and that information handy to complete that section. And then also your other expenses. So under medical expenses, also I just want to mention that if you do have unpaid medical bills, they will go back up to 3 months and assist you with paying for those bills. There's also a place on here for voter registration that you can complete. And then here's your rights and responsibilities. So you're going to want to read through those carefully and then sign and date. Then this application, as I showed you, you're going to want to return to your local county assistance office with the documentation attached that they have requested throughout the application. And again, mail to this address, fax, and then this is a complete list of all of the county assistance offices in the state of Pennsylvania. So this is, again, just the quick links. And you're going to want to click on medical assistance on the website. And those are the 4 ways to apply for medical assistance. So as we discussed, the second reason that you would be applying for medical assistance would be if you have a child with a disability, meaning a child that has been diagnosed with a mental health diagnosis or an autism diagnosis, and you were told that you need to apply for medical assistance in order to get the behavioral health services that your child needs. So the ASSERT website I found, and I felt that it did a great job of explaining and differentiating between applying for just financial need and then how to apply based off of diagnosis. So I'm going to take you over to their website. Okay, so you can apply for Medicaid in many ways, and under the PH95 category is one of those ways. The PH95 category is for children under 18 with disabilities like autism and or a mental health diagnosis, behavioral health diagnosis. So you're going to move through the process just like you did in the first half of this presentation on the Compass website or the paper application. You're going to fill the medical assistance application out the same way. There are just some things that you're going to add. So ASSERT has a great list here for us. So on the paper application, up in the corner, you're going to write child with disability, category PH95. If you choose to complete the online application through the Compass website, as you move through that online application, there will be areas where you can put a comment or a note. So in those fields, you're going to want to write, or you're going to want to type in child with disability, category PH95. That will then have the application eligibility based off of diagnosis and not financial need. I'm going to show you really quick because they have the link on here. We can hop right over to the Compass website where we were before. Go under medical assistance, and I just want to show you really quickly on the paper application. You're going to write the child with disability PH95 here in the corner. I'm going to show you a note in just a moment. I want to show you exactly where you go in the application for this. There's one other area that you will find it's right after you list all of the members in your household. this section right here where it says other questions about people living in your household. I want to bring your attention to this question right here. Is anyone disabled, seriously ill, or in need of a medical attention? You are going to check yes, and then you're going to list your child's name here and your child's diagnosis or disability in this box. So this is really important. Those are the two areas where you're going to differentiate the medical assistance application from a financial need to a diagnosis need. So right here is just a little note. If you forget, there's a question on the application that asks if anyone in your household is disabled, seriously injured, or in need of medical attention. You must choose yes in the space provided, and then write the full name of your child with disability and other diagnosis. Some other additional information that you're going to need with your application. You're going to need proof of your child's disability. So those are signed papers from a doctor, licensed clinician, so that's their eval, treatment plan, or IEP that lists on the document your child's diagnosis, detailed information about your child's diagnosis and how it affects them, and what treatments your child needs. The evaluations need to be within the last 6 months. You're also going to need financial information, and I know that we just talked about that your application is not going to be evaluated now based on financial need. It's going to be based off of your child's diagnosis. However, the state still wants your financial information. Proof of Social Security. They might ask you to go ahead with the screening process for Social Security. You will get an application summary or a denial letter. So they would like for you to include that with your application. They're going to ask for your driver's license, proof of residence, so something like an electric bill you're going to want to attach, proof of your child's identity, so Social Security cards, birth certificates. You're going to need all of these items for your household members when you apply either online or the paper application. You will need to renew your child's Medicaid medical assistance. Medicaid and medical assistance are used interchangeably every 12 months. So you might have to update your financial information, where you lived, and again, the evaluations need to be within 6 months. So you'll have a new evaluation for your child. The last thing that I want to show you is they have a really nice PDF here that you could print out to take you step by step in completing the application for a child with a disability. And you could just go ahead and print this, and it will take you through the steps to differentiate this application for a child with a disability versus financial needs. So I just wanted to show you because I thought they did a really good job in creating this. So I hope that was helpful. Now you know where to go to apply for medical assistance and how to differentiate your medical assistance application from a financial need application to a diagnosis-based application to determine eligibility. Please remember, you can always contact your local county assistance office for assistance. Good luck.